Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. So today we are going to begin with our next topic, Unit 4, the poem The Man in the Moon. The Man in the Moon? Now if you look at this picture, the beautiful picture, moon is shining during night and how the scenario, beautiful scenario it is. So let us see in this humorous and imaginary poem what is stored in for us. Kindly remove your textbook, page number 62. Now this picture is a beautiful picture at night, how the nature is and how other things around. But in reality, this is the moon. How is the moon? Though from far off we see that the moon looks so beautiful and the environment, everything is so cool. But the dark fact is that the moon in reality looks like this. So let us see what is there for us in the poem. Now in the poem, the man in the moon. Now just imagine, can anyone, the man like this, go on the moon? So the man in the moon is a humorous and imaginary poem about a man. See, about a man who sails across the sky and then he reaches the moon like a good captain of a ship. Our man in the moon too is remarkable as he continues to sail across the sky. But alas, this man, what he did, he made a mistake. When and how? Well, he made a mistake when he tried to take a drink of milk using a dipper right from the Milky Way. He was caught doing this by a big bear who growled and a little bear who howled, frightening him so much that he spilled the milk he had filled, dipping right out of the Milky Way. Now just imagine, is it possible? Yes or not? No, it is not possible. So only I said only earlier, it is a humorous and an imaginary poem. So let us move ahead and go through the poem. The Man in the Moon is a now in this poem we find the man in the moon as he sails the sky is a very remarkable skipper, but he made a mistake when he tried to take a drink of milk from the dipper. Completely imaginative poem. Now, here the word is mentioned remarkable. Remarkable and is unusual or surprisingly in a way that sometimes the people might also notice. Now, he made a mistake. What mistake he made? He tried to take a drink of milk from the dipper. Dipper, see, dipper has two meanings. Dipper means a container for taking out water, and also there are two constellations called Little Dipper, that is a little beer, and the Big Dipper, that is a big beer in the sky. So here we find it has two meanings, the container also and then constellation. Okay, big beer and the small beer. He dipped right out of the Milky Way and slowly and carefully filled it. The big bear growled and the little bear howled and frightened him, so he spilled it. So, here the poet is very imaginative in this poem and he makes up his own story about the man in the moon. He says, first of all, that the man in the moon is very unusual captain for his boat, which he sails in the sky, but he makes a mistake when he tries to take the drink of a milk from the dipper. Then he puts his container in the Milky Way and slowly and carefully fills it. At this, moment, the big bear growled and the little bear howled, and this frightened the man so much that he spilled the milk. Now, Milky Way is a band of light consisting of stars that spreads across the sky at night. And here, dipped is means what? When you put or you let something down quickly or briefly into a liquid, that is known as a dipped. And skipper, as we saw earlier, the skipper is the captain of a ship or a boat. So here we find that the the words are the meanings which has in the growled. Growl means what? When you make a low sound of threat to scare somebody. And howl means gave out a long, loud wailing cry. So growl and howl. Growl is for making someone to scare, and howl is what? Making a wailing cry. And spill means what? Whenever um, something is being running over the edge of the vessel or the container, it is known as a spilling or spilled. So here we find that it is completely humorous and imaginative poem. Okay, and one more thing we find here is the rhyming words. Now, which are the rhyming words here? Skipper, dipper. Okay, these are the rhyming words, and in this you will find that there are two words which are indicating sounds. So the words which are indicating sound is growled and howled. These are indicating sounds. And one more thing which we find in this poem is that it is only what you will find, it is imaginative poem. And here, um, if you find this poem is imaginative, now many a times we feel that yes, our imagination drives you to the moon, to the sun, to the star, to the stars. So by this poem, the poets helps us to develop our imagination. He wants you all that you should think, you should be creative enough, and to enhance our creation, to enhance our creativity, and to enhance our imagination, he has jotted down this in the form of the poem. So I hope you all have understood the poem very well. And if you like my education video, kindly like it and subscribe it. Thank you, children, and God bless you all.